The UK government is at it again, this time with a very bad news because this news affects all migrants that is residing in the UK legally, as the UK is planning to extend the number of years migrants can stay in the UK before they can acquire the UK citizenship. You know, migrant has been struggling to see how they can manage the 5 years ILR route, but this time UK is planning to extend the 5 years. Migrants are even struggling to adapt to it before they get their uh, permanent residency in the UK. They are planning to extend it to 8 years. All this has been a rumor as it was carried by Daily Mail on the 4th of June. This is how other rules that have come up in the past came up as a rumor, but within a week after, they all come into a full-blown policy of the UK Home Office. So guys, that's why you need to watch this video to the end, share with your contacts, share with all those that need to know about some of these latest updates from UK and UK immigration so that they can get their information right and know how to plan ahead. Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Victor. In this channel, I talk about ways you can study abroad, ways you can migrate to the United Kingdom through either the skilled worker migration route. I will talk about ways you can settle in when you arrive in the United Kingdom and also talk about lifestyle when you arrive in the United Kingdom. If this content is something you like, you can give a thumb up to this video, subscribe to this channel, and share with your contact. So without further delay, let's get started. The UK government is planning to extend the number of years migrants who are residing legally in the United Kingdom from 5 years to 8 years. Migrant is struggling to see how they can adapt or how they can cope with the 5-year ILR route, but now the UK Home Office is planning to increase it from 5 years to 8 years. The 5 years ILR route is for skilled workers and some other class of visas who are living legally in the United Kingdom. After 5 years, you'll be qualified to apply for the indefinite leave to remain in the United Kingdom. But now the UK government is planning to extend that 5 years route to 8 years. This is something most of us find funny because the UK Home Office keep coming up with different policy, different decision to see how they can make the UK less attractive for migrants who are coming into the United Kingdom without putting into cognizance some of the contribution migrants have been making in the UK. Those who came in through the student route, they pay heavily for them to be able to come here to study. After study, they gain employment from an eligible employer and they paid for visa fee and other fee. It's not cheap to school in the UK. These are all some of the burden migrants goes through to be able to live in the United Kingdom probably after their studies, gain employment from eligible sponsor, they've worked, they contribute their quota to the United Kingdom. All of this are, to me, it seems they've not been appreciated by the UK government. That is why they keep coming up with different rules, keeping up with different policies, see how they can extend some of those rules to make those who are contributing heavily here in the United Kingdom for them not to be able to find it attractive end of the period for them to be able to get a stay here. To me, this is not funny, and I think what they are doing now is try to see how they can discourage migrants from coming to the United Kingdom and see how this policy will make so many persons think of leaving the UK to a different country. Canada, for instance, before you arrive, you can get Canada permanent residency even before you arrive the country and 3 years after you get their citizenship. But here in the UK, you need to stay for minimum 5 years if you're on the skilled worker route, and there are some other routes you need to stay for 10 years before you can even get your indefinite leave to remain. It's only the skilled worker route and some youth mobility visa and some other class of visa you can get this ILR through 5 years. Other visa class you need to wait for 10 years before you can be able to get ILR. With all of this long period, the UK government is still coming up with a different policy, a different proposal for them to extend from 5 years to 10 years. This is not fair. I understand the fact that they are trying to see how they can curb the influx of migrants, right? Because they've recorded one of the highest number of migrant coming into the UK last year. But again, that is not the fault of migrants. They issue the visa. Migrant paid for all of this visa, right? They should have their own statistics, knowing fully well that as they're issuing visa, they're collecting our money. We are paying for the visa. It's not free, right? So why coming up with all of this with the pretense that the number of migrants coming to the UK, it's hitting, skyrocketing up to the ceiling, right? You have all your data within your purview. You are the one issuing this visa. People are paying money for it. You are the one issuing it. You are collecting the funds, and they are coming here. They are imparting positively to your economy, and you are trying coming up with a different rules to see how you can make the United Kingdom less attractive to migrants coming in by extending the rules. But however, guys, this is not the end of the road. For those who are already here in the United Kingdom, I'm very sure even if this policy comes to play, it will not affect those who are already here, because at the time you came in, at the time you started your journey, all of these are not being considered. So it will not be fair, and I know very well the United Kingdom from history and from trends, they don't come up with a decision, a policy, and said start effectively now. They always possess it to an effective date, just like how the ban on student dependent was announced that it will take effect from January 2024. I'm very sure if this proposed rumor or policy that has been flying around, right, before it can come into effect, I'm very sure that they will tell the announcement will come, and they will specify the years or the time it will take effect, right? So those who are in the United Kingdom, I'm very sure for a fact that this cannot affect them, because as at the time you all started your journey, either you came in through the student route or through the skilled worker route, nothing of such. And as such, the policy that is obtainable now, that was what attracted you to come to the United Kingdom, because within 5 years you can get your ILR and you subsequently apply for your citizenship. So, but I'm very sure if this policy will come into effect, it will affect those that will want to come in after now. So that's why I want to advise those my audience who are listening to me, put all efforts you can put to see how you can make your migration dream to the United Kingdom come alive before all of this policy come into effect. Right? If you are planning to come through the student route, you still have opportunity to come in through the September admission session, right? Because if you're coming in through the September admission session, you can come in with your student dependent. Those who are coming January onward, those are the persons that will not be able to come to the United Kingdom with their student dependent. If you are a skilled worker, you are trying to come in through the skilled worker migration route, put more effort in applying for your job, for eligible sponsor, to see if you're able to get an employment from an eligible sponsor, so you can see how you can make your migration dream come alive. If you're able to come into the United Kingdom before a formal announcement is made in respect of this proposed extension of number of years from 5 years to 8 years for you to be able to obtain the UK ILR, that will be good for you, because I'm very sure for a fact, like I did say, from statistics, from trends, the UK does not come up with a decision of such and said announced that it will take effect at the point of announcement. Most likely they tell you effect from post-dated date, right? So that those coming after you and all that, because they also put into cognizance that people came into this country bearing in mind that a certain policy is in place, right, before they made that decision. So if you are coming in with a new policy, you need to consider those persons, because they came into the country which still be in place till when they attain whatever status or whatever visa class they want to attain in the United Kingdom. Guys, don't see this as a turn off for you putting more effort towards achieving your migration dream to the United Kingdom. No, I will advise you put more effort, as all routes to the United Kingdom are still very much open for those who can get employment from a eligible sponsor and those who want to come in through the skilled workers route. Guys, I'll be happy to hear your views about this proposed increase in the number of years migrants in general will stay in the UK before they get the ILR from 5 years to 8 years. So you can leave a comment in the comment box. You can share this content to your contacts, so that those who are in the UK and those who are planning to come to the UK will get this information and weigh it and see if coming to the UK is still worth it. And if you felt it didn't worth it, you can still look out for other countries who can give you ILR. Before you arrive Canada, you can get your permanent residency. Then after 3 years, you can apply for citizenship. So the United Kingdom is trying to make the UK less attractive. Those who are already here in the UK, to see how they can start looking at other countries to see how they can make their migration dream of getting a permanent status in whatever country they are residing faster than the UK. So the UK is trying to discourage people coming in. They are trying to discourage those who are already living here in the UK, like those of us who are here as a skilled migrant who are thinking of getting the ILR within few years from now. They see how they can shift the ball and try to see how we can look at other countries as a destination for our migration dream. So guys, we've come to the end of this video. If this content is something you like and something you appreciate, please you can subscribe to this channel. You can give a thumb up and share with your friends so that YouTube comment to a wider audience. See you in my next video.